Hi lads, wanted to update you all on my quarantine diaries. Just some observations from when I'm going out my 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I could go on times a day during my, during my quarantine. This pandemic has got me digging the largest rabbit hole I've ever did dig by throwing myself into research. I can see on FB all you lovely people believe in the narrative we are being told, and I wholeheartedly respect that, but I just don't. None of it sits well with me, and my trusted gut is pulling me in the other direction. Given this, if it's truly as dangerous as we're led to believe, the universe will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, give me a dose of it so that I retract what I'm thinking and sharing. It's the universe's default. Watch this space. For me, it's kinda got me excited in the respect that I want to piece it all together and learn to understand what the fuck is going on. Due to this, I've ordered a shitloads of books that I plan to bury my head into to conduct research for my own books. I have to say, my addiction for reading has super intensified during this time. The books I've ordered are books I would air quotes never order, such as books on the mechanism of M15, global pandemics, biological warfare, anthropology, GCHQ, biology and neuroscience and all this crazy shit. In fairness, I have a fair few books on neuroscience. As for the rest, this is unheard of for me. What's more is, I'm desperately trying to get a paper copy of Hitler's book Mein Kampf, but you can't get a paper copy for it is only available on Kindle. I think it will be a hard read, and as soon as I attempt to get it, the government machine will be alerted and they will think I'm going to do something bad, despite the fact they are more aligned with Hitler's ideology at this time. But hey, what the fuck do I know? Very little. Anyways, fuck it, it's for research purposes. Why's like, I've literally came across a guy called David Icke this week, literally. His content is my way of thinking, I have to say. It's rather refreshing. Do you know elderly patients are being encouraged by our NHS to sign DNR forms? This boggled my fucking mind. On the one hand, this is happening because we care about our elderly, and on the other, the NHS are encouraging them to sign DNR forms? I'm not sure if that's only in England, to be fair. He stated something very interesting, whereby he said we are supposed to believe this government or any government cares about us and our elderly, yet they let our elderly live in financial poverty. Very valid point, don't you think? I'm not trying to scare anyone, but this could end up in riots as the days and weeks progress. And given the government machine is encouraging people to grass on their neighbours, this could get really out of hand. In my head, I think these fannies have all the experts at their fingertips, so why the fuck would they ask us to do stuff that is known in psychology to segregate people and cause madness? Surely they should be looking at the decades of research and devising a plan by implementing psychology to create the most productive outcomes in our communities. Why throughout history do they not pull psychologists in for the betterment of communities? It's always to rip them apart and create division. As for the police, trust me when I say, you can call them cause your neighbour has gone out for a second time in the day, but they will do nothing. I had the most horrendous antisocial behaviour going on when I moved in here, and they done nothing. The only way they do something is if you phone and go off your rocker, as I did. I pulled stats out the bag, their corruption, the lot, and I was swearing. Then and only then did they get here quickly, and that was only to issue me with an £80 fixed penalty notice that I did admittedly accept. So yeah, grassing on your neighbour is probably so they do quantitative research on how many complying citizens we have. I'm laughing. It just came into my head that people won't call the police for someone selling heroin, yet it brings death and destruction to our streets. Not to mention it rips families apart and contributes towards crime and costs the NHS something like 90 million a year. However, those same people will more likely be the people to call the police and shop their neighbour for going out for a second time. Can anyone see the irony here, or is it just me? Just to clarify, I know loads of folk who've gone down or are still down that painful path. I'm not judging them, I've only love for them. I'm merely stating that a person without an addiction can sell that shit, and your kids and the next generation are to be offered it. Yet everybody keeps their mouth shut. But they will more than likely call the cops to grass on someone for going for a walk. Anyways, today's I feel like things are making sense to me in a way that resonates with my psyche. I'm just visualising saving money and buying my log cabins and plot of land in Peru, and it's an easy goal. I can't stop the planet to get off, but I can go somewhere that's primitive and embodies the life my heart truly desires. Peru has been calling me for the last year. Will I accept the charges and with it a massive phone bill? By then,